ben je in Brazilië terechtgekomen?
In 3, 2, 1, we're here in Brasilia. How did I get there? I am half Brazilian. My mother is Brazilian.
Okay.
And she works for the embassy.
Okay.
And so we traveled all over the world. I've ended up in 24 different countries in my lifetime. And
oh, that's awesome.
I'm 32 years old. I had an awesome life. It has its ups and downs.
Of
but
course.
we went to Brazil because she had to do a mission over there. And then that was when I really, I started jiu-jitsu in Belgium with Malicia team.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
A long time ago with Bruno Peders, and then in Brasilia I went to Juquinha, and from Juquinha it turned into Ribeiro.
Okay.
The whole Juquinha turned into Ribeiro, and then together with the Ribeiros we kept training. I trained with amazing people every single day. Non-stop, and now I am here. It's horrible. The pandemic started, but the good side is I am sitting in front on Zoom to Remco Pardoel.
Welcome. Welcome.
Let me tell a little story. I was a kid. I was a kid, and we were living in Guyana, in English Guyana. And my father comes home with a videotape. It says UFC 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is UFC 2? Let's take a look. It's a long time ago. So my father, these are fighting, and there's a Dutch guy in it.
Yeah.
So we have to watch because my father is Dutch.
Yeah.
So we have to watch, and let's learn, and let's see what is, because he loves fighting too. And then we watched it, and the first thing I remember that comes to mind was Remco Pardoel versus Oscar Oscar.
Yeah.
Hip throw on the floor. Elbow, perfect martial arts, and I was on the TV like, what is happening? What? This is blood sport, but better.
Yeah, for real. And he really took the soul of the opponent before that one. So Orlando had bettings were 40 against 1, so 40 for Orlando, 1 for me. So he really devastated the other guys. So people, if you watch UFC, watch the first fight of Orlando. And the guy's my size, and he really demolishes him. And they're like, people like, wow, so it was a crazy night.
It was an amazing performance of martial arts. That was true martial arts. That was close the distance, grab, throw on the floor, elbow. Orlando. I'm sorry, his name is Orlando. His name is Orlando. Orlando Wheat. Yeah, that's true. Oh my God, I remember that day as if it was today. I watched that and rewatched that a million times. And if people don't know who you are, that's a shame. They should go back to school. It should be taught in history classes and everything like that. But my friend, you are a legend.
Thank you.
You are a legend. And I wanted to ask, could you give a little bit of how UFC 2? You were there.
Yeah.
I should have been UFC 1.
I should have been UFC 1, but UFC 1 was fully packed with the bracket, so they put me in the second one. But if I want to nag about something, now is the time for all the new people. Just watch old school videos, watch old school jiu-jitsu, because everything's reinvented. If you watch the classic fights with Roger when he was brown belt, and Fabio Gugel in those days, and man, you got tons of people which made crazy stuff in jiu-jitsu back in the days, which are like really interesting to watch and to observe and to absorb. But then in those times, yes, there was just judo and karate and kickboxing, and wrestling is not present in Holland or in Europe, not that much, like in the US. So it was like us against them, and it was like people had like, the exotic arts were different than Thai boxing. So real life, you get judo, it's like, it's okay, but you're kind of gay and let it go. So for me, it's like, doing and open, no rules tournaments. Like I expect more like a karate with throws tournament or something like that, but it was UFC. So it was
a tiny bit different. That was a little bit different.
It was a bit different, but it was like, let's go for it. But that's the only way you can learn is just go in, and you make mistakes, it's fine. I came out well, so I'm blessed with that one. But if you want to learn something, go for it. That's all I tell people. If you want to start teaching, first do competition, get track proven, know how it feels to win and how to lose and how to have a good day, how to have a bad day. Everything is fine. Then you can develop. And some trainers never competed, but still really good trainers. That's the other side. But I prefer to For me, like there's a few like Fabio Gugel. He competed everything and he raced super champions, which are raising new champions again. So those people for me are the ones I really love to.
John Danaher never competed.
Never competed. But...
amazing. I hate him. I hate his guts. I hate everything about him. I hate the way he talks, he looks, and he walks. But as a trainer, best in the world, top.
He's one of that's. But it's easy. His teacher is still alive, Enzo.
That's true.
So for me it's easy. I love Denner, and you can like or dislike him, and that's fine. He would be my teacher. I'm that honest with it. But you can go to his gym and see where the source is, and because he's that good because he always trained with the Lions. He was always the right hand of Enzo. 2 classes, but he was also a guy get beaten, get submitted, get this, get that. He became really good, even though with competition. That's what he's
dedication, the lifetime of really working and hammering through it. That is the difference that makes the good fighters.
He's a special type. Donna is a special type.
He's a special guy. I know.
Let's give him that one.
He's a special guy.
He's one of the special. But it's I prefer then I have choice. I go to Enzo because Enzo is the. Like Roger. Mauricio is still alive, and Mauricio is teaching every day. So if you have a opportunity, go to Mauricio, because he's one of the goats of the teachers that's around.
Yes, absolutely.
Our sport is that young, we can do that. So if you want to invest in yourself, visit Mauricio, go to Fabio Gugel, go to Jacare, go to Enzo. It's available, and we're the only industry, because in soccer, it's not possible. We can't go to Messi and have a class, and we can't go to. We're so unique, and people like Braulio is one of my I call him a friend, but Braulio comes to my gym, teaches class, and he beats your ass and kicks your ass, and and then
Braulio is a beast. Braulio is a beast. I love watching him as well. I mean,
and it's a party animal.
Really? I knew it. I knew it. Looking at him, I knew it. I knew it. The moment I said, I know what kind of, from the north of Brazil. You have to.
Yeah, he is. And that crazy. I was at his wedding. Oh, man, it was the craziest wedding ever, because his wife's from Poland. He's from Brazil, and he was in the UK. So they had a Polish band and a Brazilian DJ and some other people. But the people mix. So he had and if you go to Poland, they give you or vodka or beer or orange juice. You got and a lot of food, so you're gonna be wasted at night. Yeah, it was good. That's good.
That's a story worth retelling.
Oh man, and it's 2 days. It was crazy.
It lasted. I couldn't see it any different. That's how you're supposed to get married. That's how you're supposed to get married. You're not supposed to remember it.
No, I was raised for 1 day because it was a crazy weekend there. It was good. That's good.
That is amazing, man. Those are stories. That's why we need. I believe we need more attention to people.
Oh yeah.
Like you, the beginners. We're losing that. We're looking at the new and the young talent. That's important. That's important.
It's important.
But look at the old guys. How they started. What they had to do. How they figured things out. Why it is that it is. And
we had to figure stuff out. We had to do it by ourselves. Now we have. We have the knowledge because there's internet, there's YouTube, there's DVDs, videos, whatever we want to do. We can go visit people now. Our sport is young. It's only 90s. It really started. Before that, it was Brazil had its own thing, and then Drysdale has a nice video about it. In the next few months, Close Guard. It's going to be about the history of BJJ. So Rob Drysdale is going to be has a really good documentary about our sport, which is only max 100 years old. Yeah. But everything really took off after UFC 1 and 2. People saw Hoist and saw how clean they were, because the videos were around of the Gracie challenges. But it's not. They would get after the second and third UFC. They really sold the Gracie challenge videos all over. They were spread all over the world. So then jiu-jitsu really took off. And it's crazy if you think about the history. It's young, but it's really wild. It's really wild.
It was really crazy also. Those guys were crazy. I mean, they literally fought anybody and everybody and trained basically the whole day. But okay, they were born into it as well.
Yeah,
These are crazy. And
it's the same if you my heritage, if you can still talk about heritage, like, okay, in '93 I was the first one in Europe who started BJJ. So I got some people. I met people at the Worlds. They came to my gym, and then that's how BJJ started. At that time, people say, "Oh, you want to be a blue belt? Well, fight MMA first, and if you win, we can make you blue belt." That was our mindset at that time. So everybody was like carrying the flag of BJJ, really, really. And now it developed to sports. So we have like the sports, self-defense, and the fight part. So it's getting connected back again, which is good. But that time, if you want to be a blue belt, fight MMA. Otherwise, you keep you white. And that was the mindset here. It's crazy if you think about it.
Wow.
Now you can't demand it anymore, sort of.
No, people cannot complain. I mean, imagine that. If you want to be a blue belt, you have to first compete. That's something that I learned too. Oh, you want to be good? Yeah, you want to go to the next belt? Let's see you compete.
Yeah.
Let's see if you really understand what you learned. Let's see what you do every day. What happens when you do everything you do under pressure? Not with people you know, but under real pressure. And then you get that. I think it's very valid. I think it's a good way to.
It's one of the ways. I think we can't push people today anymore, but that time people choose BJJ because BJJ and MMA are like so connected, so they really choose something. So you could make a statement now. We have a geeky community, and we have people which now like Meow Brothers. They're like really an example of how jiu-jitsu are today, also, which is good. We need them, but they will suck in competition in MMA, but they will really kick your ass in a jiu-jitsu competition, even if you're 24. So both are good. There's but I think it's what I see in the community. People are getting back to kind of old school mentality for like, okay, you wanna be blue belt, compete. You don't charge much, and then you have clubs which are like just for the game. You have clubs which are like really go for self-defense, and it's fine, but it's now spreading. The only thing we have to do is keep united as BJJ. Or as jiu-jitsu, that people really know, okay, I go to this school, it's going to be this. Go to that school, it's going to be that.
Before this whole Corona thing started, there was discussions going around. Should it become something Olympic or not?
It should be Olympic because there are more. If you look at Holland, and Holland's not, it's not like UK or Brazil or like America, or like Japan. But in Holland, there are more people practicing BJJ above 18 years than playing judo at the moment. So really,
it did grow that much. That's true.
It did grow that much.
That's true. It went crazy. Yeah. That's something like an explosion.
Yeah. In Switzerland, there are more people playing jiu-jitsu than judo. Austria, it happens. France, judo is still bigger. Germany, judo is still bigger. Poland, there are more people practicing to BJJ. The Polish nationals, 2,000 people. Nationals.
The Polish are one of the hardest people. I went there to compete. They were meant there to compete with purple belt. Those guys are hard. Yeah, they are hard. They have they got it. They understand what it's about. It's porrada every day, literally.
Yeah. And they're strong. They're fucking strong. And it's a big community. If the nationals have 2,000 people, only the nationals, they imagine how big the sport's over there. It's the same like if you have your club, you know how many competitors you have in your club, 10, 15% maybe. Yeah, so that's the same for Poland. So you imagine how big it is now over there. So, and there's some parts which are growing at the moment really good, like the Czech and Hungary, Bulgaria. BJ is growing over there a bit now. It's getting there, but it's getting huge. Olympics going to be hard because we're not allowed to call it after country, so it's going to be jiu-jitsu. We can't call it Brazilian jiu-jitsu or Dutch jiu-jitsu. That's not allowed. So we can't attach and we need to have a re-elected board. Those are the two things which are blocking BJJ becoming on Olympics. But the sheikhs from Abu Dhabi, they're doing this stuff with UAGF. That's it's called jiu-jitsu. It's called Newaza. So Newaza is like a central name. They have already lobbied in, and I think they make a fair chance. And at
If
that
they get
moment,
it through, it will change
yeah,
a lot.
they have the money.
That's
They have
change
the
a lot.
money. They have the resources, and they invest. Look how big the tournaments are getting. You know, IBGF is huge. UAGF is a great tournament. You know, both are different concepts. Both are fine. I think we benefit from it.
The more
And I
we
think,
have, the more we can participate, and the more we
yeah,
learn.
yeah,
I think it's a
yeah,
great concept. There was a
yeah,
there was a time I hated the rules in IBJJF. I thought they were too the rules, and
yeah,
because I didn't understand them. And
yeah,
I do prefer UAGF rules.
yeah.
That's mostly. But yeah,
But it,
it's also the rule set to get a centralized rule set for the whole thing.
yeah, I think that's going to be the future. It's they need to work together one way or the other. I think we need to attach a pro league and a senior pro because we have pro events all week every week at the moment, which is
Yeah,
good. So I think we need to separate it and make it if we want to grow all together, then IBGF should have a spot, UHF should have a spot, and then the pro league should have a spot. That's the only
that's
thing
true.
I can see. Should be the future.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it will
absolutely,
be
man.
the same shit we have with karate and taekwondo, ITF, WTF, disc riding unit. That doesn't work.
No,
Doesn't going
it
to
should
work.
be no.
Yeah.
No, that is true. That is true. That's a long journey you had, by the way. I was thinking about that
Yeah.
right now. You started
Yeah.
some time ago. I think you were you're the founder.
For Europe, yeah.
I think you're the
Yeah.
founder. Yeah, yeah, you are.
And it's
It's
I had
not
a
like
discussion with a certain referee, which is my friend, and he said, "Listen, mate, it's we live in the 80s and 90s. Everything is documented. We don't live in pre-documented era. There's videos, there's magazines, there's videos, photos. There's proof." And the guys I was around with, Yamazaki, Gurgel, Jacqueret, Bering, they all confirmed this was the first one. Carly Gracie came in 2 years later. Carly came to the UK with Ross, who's a friend of mine. That's the first. He entered UK as first. So you know, there's a timeline, and there's. But yeah, I'm. It's sad on one side that a Brazilian can't make a living in Holland because we're not gonna pay €100, €150 a month for classes, and our tax is high and our rent is high. In the UK, people pay £10-15 for a class easily. Rent is low. The tax is really okay for them to. That's why BJ took off in the UK because you know it's very welcoming. So now if you put in,
it's more welcoming than here. That is true. That's true.
oh, much more. Yeah. So in France, it's impossible for if you go in Paris, it could be possible, but it's going to be hard because the French culture is like really socialist and really still very close to themselves. Which
Yeah, that's true.
So you see, like in Switzerland, it's good for Brazilians to live. UK, there's one guy living in Scandinavia, two guys sort of. That's it. Scandinavia is not that great either because you have a different system with schooling and clubs. But you know, if you see how it went in the UK, that Mauricio came there, Jorge came there, Braulio came there, Lagarto came there. They trained together once a week. The scene exploded. UK
Yeah, that's
is
true.
the third in the world.
There's so many
On
good
members.
fighters in the UK, and they took off. They
Yeah.
took off, which I
Yeah.
think is a shame because we have incredible fighters. We have a history of, I mean, being Dutch myself and half Brazilian, half Dutch. I'm proud to be Dutch and seeing like the history that it has in fighting.
Yeah.
Come on, you
Yeah,
could
which I
take
see.
over this whole thing, huh?
With your cheese one side, I see another side. Holland. Hey,
That is true.
yeah, but it's good.
You just can't mix the two. You just can't
best
mix
of
the
both
two. That's
worlds.
shit.
You have the best of both worlds. It is.
Oh man, yeah, that is
I
true.
have
I'm
a good
lucky.
story with Escudega, Lemos. Lemos came here in the past. He teach at my club, and he was in the UK also for a while, and he had a really good mentality because he was looking for a Dutch girl because he was like 170 and he looked for a girl like 180, 185, big and strong, was in the same mindset like breeding people. So listen, with my mindset and a big girl with strong muscles, man, it's gonna be awesome fighting for the future. So we had afterwards here, we got to them looking around at that time, maybe this girl for you. Yeah, that's a good one, you know. Went to the girl and like, what? Oh man, it was like a 3 year. It was a rolling thing of 3 years. Oh, this was insane.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
Great
Man.
teacher.
Oh,
He's a
the
great guy.
stories. I mean, I think we're not going to be able to do everything I want to talk about today, or anything I want to hear. We're gonna have to do this 5 or 6 more times. I'm gonna be pestering you the rest of the year. I'm going like, talk to me,
it's no
talk
problem.
to me. I love it.
We can do one about the good stories. I can tell.
That will be.
Sometimes gotta be offline.
I got that. So. I would love that. I would love that. Everything. That's amazing. It's a really cool lifestyle. If you look at it, like everything you went through, I can't imagine how much there is to learn. I can't even imagine. Man,
we have the best lifestyle. We have the best lifestyle. You know, man. Look at other sports. We're happy to go to get our ass kicked by a dude which is better than us. Pay money. Thank you for it. You know. Yeah, okay, it's fine. You know, that's our mentality. It's insane. You know, we have an insane community. It's insane because we're like deeply connected with learning and want to go better, and you know, and the other side we're deeply involved in like kicking people's ass on a friendly way, slap bump. That's fine, you know. But
this is one of the best communities in the world because it supports each other.
Yeah.
If you are a competitor, if you are a fighter, and you are humble and good, and you can get anywhere in the world, and the gyms will open up their arms for you. Literally, 90% of the gyms will go like, "Yo, come train.
Come in.
Come on, stay with us. Do you need a place to stay? What are you eating? What are you?" And there you go. You can base your own.
Always.
That's why I think it's a shame that in this period we are the last ones to be included. I understand because of the whole situation, and you have to be careful and everything like that, but
it is
everything that goes around it, how much support there is with each other. I mean, come on. I mean, do you think we should like do you think we can start already, or
for me, yes.
Yeah,
but same like in I had a discussion with a company I work for, keep it on side now, but I had a discussion with them for like, okay, why we don't test people with the temperature. Simple. You can buy a temperature meter, put it there, put it in here or whatever, and you see people are okay or not okay. If you're 38 degrees, please don't train.
Don't go.
And you got your own, you know, you got your own responsibility. When somebody's like bit coughing or ill, you see he's not healthy or she's not healthy. So be better safe than sorry. But keeping everything closed down till this period, it's not, you know, it's not fine. You know, people are you get high supply, you know. If we train, our everything goes high. We miss our community, we miss our camaraderie, we miss our people. You know, it's not good.
That's true.
And now the social distancing, it's crazy. We can't have a dinner together. We can't do this, but we can demonstrate. Sorry.
I understand. I understand.
I don't agree or disagree with the demonstration. That's you know. Yeah, I wish everybody well, and I hope everybody's important for me. But you know, we can't say, we can't go to the bar, have a drink, or we can't work together, can't train together. But we can demonstrate when we're close together. You can't. It's impossible.
It's
a shame.
It's
we're clever enough.
We're gonna get through this. We're gonna come out at the other side better, smarter, stronger. I believe in that. I believe
100%.
that it's going to be
100%.
It's going to be a good thing, you know. Taking some time off is going to be good. At least it's been for me. I've been training nonstop for a long time, and now that I took some time off, I've been working a lot on thinking how I would set up things, how I would fight again, how I would do that, what I should do, and it gives me time. And because when I was training, I didn't have time. I had time to train, and that's it.
You're busy with hustling. It's good. I think reset's good for a lot of people, you know. And I think we will get smarter out of it, and it will get better. You know, we have a second opportunity, and I think we need to go look into opportunities we have all together. Because our sport is big, but it's other side's really small. You know, that's why I ask you where you want to go. So now, I think we got to be more open source altogether. You know, if we open a school, people like you, people like me, and some people like us both. That's fine. So
the whole team.
If your circle and my circle, if we teach together one club, instead of having one night, we have 7 nights. If we have 7 nights, we have like 14 classes within a half year. Because then we can do day night. No, then we offer. Because you have only time for yourself, and you can't be 3 times a day at one club, most likely.
Yeah.
So then, what we can offer in a place in Amsterdam, we can offer 21 trainings a week if we want to, with a few people together. And you see different things, I see different things. But if people join our classes, they will see the whole package. Because I'm limited also in my techniques and because I severely believe in one system, and other people say, I have nothing no like you with Denner. It's fine, it's good what he does. But he does nothing. It's nothing new. He looks everything. If you watch Kosen Judo, which is Kosen Judo 1 and 2, he looks Berenbolos, Delary, everything's there already. It's not that special.
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
It is part of your game, but it's not the game.
He has a good way of setting it up too for people.
Yeah,
I think there's a good strategist above all.
There should be, and people should leave your ego. Of course,
that's something I always say.
Some people dislike or hate me, us, or whatever. Fine. So if you verb with that one, stay with your own. If they want to talk about us, don't deal with me and don't deal with us. Stay away. But there's still 90% of 90,000 people left. So there's another group. If you don't want to be my friend, that's fine. Don't be my friend. But don't come back after 5 years after attack me or somebody else, because it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but we had the same thing with MMA in 2007-8 or 7-8 or 7-9. We had like a central training with M1. Out of that league came 3 people, which are really good. We did it only for a year and a half. And every month we did the training, which was open. Like Musashi's coming in, and you see, because Musashi is really gentle and really nice. He trained, he was open. Because of him, 2 people gained up. And there came opportunities. There's only opportunities out of that one. Yeah. And at the moment you have a tournament, you fight for your team, But if we were with 12 purple belts on the mat, the heavyweights go left and go right, you can train with 4 or 5 other different weight classes, which is going to get you better. Because there's no secrets in there. There's no secret in our sport. There's no secret in jiu-jitsu. Because everything is YouTube. Everything's YouTube and everything is there.
I know. I know you can see everything on the instructionals and everything like that, but there's something about feeling it happen to you. There's something about doing it physically. I mean, you can see it on the DVD, and then you can go like, okay, I did everything how it's supposed to be. So everything is like that. To me is memorizing something, which is very good. But there is a difference between memorizing and really learning how to fight.
Absolutely.
And which brings me to the following: should we get everybody together and make a Dutch league? I've been dreaming about that for things. Every single teacher comes together and let's sit down, let's get all the teams together, and it will make us better. I think that the rivalry is good. Let's fight each other in tournaments and everything. Like, keep that. I mean, if you're a purple belt and you're fighting in a tournament, try to kill each other. But outside of it, train together, learn together, and everything like that. And
we should do it.
A big Dutch team.
It was my first setup to have a national team, and one guy was at Dixon, one guy was at that, one guy was there. It went wrong because the ego of some person, so that's okay. But if people don't, I think we should start with 6 or 8 or 10 teams. Like the guys who fight IQ are doing it sort of. Yeah. They're doing sort of, but I think we need to make it open source. Because you attract a different crowd, I attract a different crowd, and both is fine. Perfect. If I see certain people teaching certain places, then you deserve better. You can do better. But that person is stuck in that place. So if you give him a really nice place and it's not a stinky gym anymore, you will attract better people.
Yeah, that's true.
At the end of the day, we have to pay our rent, we have to pay our mats, we have to pay our debt. That's it. At the end of the day, we have to make a living out of it. That's it. But if we can share and we can raise the bar for like an area like Amsterdam or Rotterdam or Den Haag or whatever, we all will grow. We all. Because if you're a stinky gym in the back, you will be limited to 40, 50 students. Look at the clubs which are really nice, 500-600 students. If you look at the old judo clubs or the big kickboxing clubs, they have also 400 or 500 students. Why? They have a good place.
Clean, nice.
And
up and up, organized.
Yeah, it's organized and better. And if you want to learn this, we have this, or you have to learn that, you go there. So people don't need to Now people need to travel to other places to learn something. They think if you put everything in one spot, why you have to leave? If you want to learn berimbolos, okay, I have A. If you want to learn basic jiu-jitsu, you go to me. If you want to learn, I don't know, grappling, that's okay.
We have still every time we have somebody else. It's
somebody else.
amazing.
Like I strongly believe people need to train like 4 times 5 daily training. It's for certain people because you need to reflect and let it sink in. Because you look at videos, you look at tutorials, you're gonna train. You say, okay, this is different. You're gonna apply in competition first, the lower belt, and then go to high belt. Test yourself. And you need to let it resonate and let it sink, and then So sometimes training daily, it will get you stuck in a place. Because most people training on not people have that intelligence. But if you go to Brazil, it's slightly different done. And I prefer to train like 1 week top game, 1 week bottom game. Same technique. So you need to apply from both ways. Then you have to attack and then you have to defend. So you will learn from all angles, all directions, all kind of mindsets, and under pressure if you're a higher belt. But if you do that like day in, day out, you will get stuck in a certain thing. So something you have to release yourself and then think about it, what went wrong, went good, and then reflect and then go in.
There was something that I also realized, and that is really hard to get through the minds of these new competitors, is take some time off. Don't do anything for 2 weeks and tell me you don't come back another animal. Like I've every time I stop for a little while, hurt or something like that, 2 weeks off, when I come back, it is a whole new thing. It's a whole new jiu-jitsu. It's harder, faster, timing is good, body feels great. I mean, come on. The Dutch league thing, I am super in. If you ever think about doing it again, I am there. I'm signing up. What do you need from me? I'll send pictures soon.
we have a spot in Leiden. So I think Leiden is very central. We can get it really for a decent price.
Oh.
So I think we can do something all together with that one. And who wants in, it goes in. And who doesn't want to go, it's also great.
Let's get together.
Let's set it up. Let's get it set up. Let's start September and then think about it.
Exactly.
We're gonna do it.
Once a month we should get together, all of us. Let's call people.
And it's kind of neutral grounds because in Leiden you have a few good clubs, but they're like okay with each other. One doesn't connect with another, but that's okay. That same thing. Then leave it. It's fine. It's fine. I think it's good. I think it's good time to. You have to fight against you guys in Amsterdam, and I think or with Jochem in Eindhoven, or with guys in Breda could be a third place.
That's
then travel around
those
a bit.
Guys are great, by the way.
Yeah, they come back, doing good stuff.
I'm seeing so much potential here in the Netherlands. I've been training around a little bit. I mean, I left behind all the politics. When I left Brazil, there was a lot of politics. There is a lot. They're almost as bad as with football teams.
Well,
in some places.
I was at the first meeting, and I thank Fernando Yamazaki. I need to thank him for that one too. I was invited for the first meeting for IBGF, the first one. Because the first IBF tournament was in '96 in Rio.
Wow.
So I got invited to compete over there. I was invited by Carlinhos to attend the meeting where they sit down. And he was spreading, at that time, we talk about February '96. He was spreading his vision. He was telling at the table, because he had the Palisto Federation, he had the Rio Federation, and there was one or two others, sort of. But the Palisto and the Palisto and the Rio were the big ones. So everybody's sitting there. So listen, this is the first World Championships. Look what we've done. Thank you. And then he said, listen, there's going to be World Championships. In America, we're going to be 2,000 people. From the 10 people, 8 people are laughing. Like, man, this is a good joke. It's not going to happen. Look what he did. Single-handedly. IBGF. Single-handedly. Europeans 4,000. Worlds is 4,000. There's a pro league. Out of the IBGF is another really great organization. A UGF born.
Wow.
There are people making money with jiu-jitsu all over the world now. Grace Bar has 1,000 clubs. You can agree this way, but there's 1,000 clubs in the world.
That's true.
They started one club, Grace Bar at the bar. And if you see the place, you say, "Wow, it's a tin roof and 3rd floor." And now, people can say whatever they want about him or whatever they're gonna say about Grace Bar, but I'm not with them either. But he planted a seed, and out of this, we're sitting now because of him, sort of.
it's a seed of unity that he planted, and that is something that we always seem to forget, that we think we have to step on somebody has to lose for us to win, or somebody has to lose or be in some way left behind so that we can move forward. But that's not true. If we get together, the growth is going to be double as hard, and then maybe we can also start finally in the Netherlands, something that I've been dreaming of, a big MMA group, a place where people can truly learn some of the finest MMA. I mean, we have the finest strikers in the world. And
there's some good jits also with MMA fighters, but it's we have some good fighters with MMA also, but it's I think we need to like same BJ. For me, BJ and MMA same shit. So we need to reunite and we need to go on. And we all know who's going to be in, who's going to be out. Fine. But everything. A lot of things were on ego and you know, it's stupid. It's stupid. You know, I was at the bottom. I planted the seeds for MMA in over here, and then I was there with Golden Glory. The guy fucked me. I gave him another chance, and he fucked me again. So what the fuck, you know? Then I stepped out. I don't. Same with Gersbara. So people, no, it's me not worth it. If you want to fight, I don't want to fight you about it. If you want a position, get a position. You know, think about the higher goal and how things now we have a group together with Satsang, and we're just friends, and we want to be together, we want to train together, and we want to grow together. Now it's growing in kilos, but we want to grow in jiu-jitsu. Where are we going to start again?
I'm having the same goddamn problem. I reached 120 kilos here, sitting on my 120. I was competing at 95, and I walk around at 108, something like that. And so I get down all the way there, but now it's. I said I don't care anymore. I'm a master division. I don't care anymore. I'm going to eat. I'm going to enjoy this.
Another barbecue. Oh yeah.
In this weather, come on. We had a great weather, by the way.
It's good. It's good. I think we need to. I have some friends around. I'm assured that like Yamazaki and Liborio and some other guys will also step in and support Bering. I know for sure.
That's awesome.
It's going to be good. And then Max Venetius, of course. Max Venetius out of here is also. I think we need to connect and make something good for the community.
It itches my soul already. This is something I've been talking about to some people. I say, well, why don't we have a league? Why are we are a small country. We can do this. There's amazing fighters you can get together and stop.
The only people which are far away, it's Groningen and Maastricht. Those are the only people. You know, that's why we need to be one time here, one time there. Maybe we have to go to Groningen or Maastricht once in a half year, to get to them. But for the rest, it's an hour drive.
That's true. It's so close. We can actually. I think we can do a monthly. Everybody get together.
Yeah, it should be monthly.
A monthly Dutch seminar or all the.
Yeah, but it's good to also like you see in the past. If somebody organized a tournament 1 week, one does it within 2 weeks. Come on, guys. Make interclub level tournaments like Jochem does in Eindhoven. Invite 1 or 2 clubs. Make those for a year. Then make like white, blue belt, purple belt tournaments 4 or 5 times a year. And then make a big league tournament 4 times a year. But, then we have to agree with it all together. And sometimes you have to give. And sometimes you have to take. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, don't put a tournament behind a tournament. Because that's stupid.
Don't think about this. Think about the growth of the whole thing.
Yeah, but you don't make extra money because you can't be on 2 places in one time, and you don't have the money to spend. You don't have the money to spend, and we're not a cheap sport. It's kind of expensive, especially if you want to buy the showy roll geese, then it's really going to be expensive.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but they're nice.
They do feel good. They are. In the beginning, they were really good geese. Now there's a lot of good competition around there with the geese and everything like that.
Yeah, it's breaking up. The market's breaking up.
Yeah.
I have some.
It's good.
There's a guy who loves jiu-jitsu, and I had the privilege to sit down with this person, which is sponsoring half the community in the US, sort of. He spends $3 million a year and doesn't get any returns out of it. Yeah, he spent a lot of money.
Guy.
Yeah, it's an awesome guy.
Whoever you are, God bless you, man.
So
it's hard out there.
Yeah, I talked with him, and he really took care that certain companies stayed alive, and certain things happened. All the paid events for grappling is because of his investment he made, and he has no attachments. He doesn't want his money back. He doesn't want to see any return because he loves the community. He did some crazy stuff in the community which we don't know. And then if I say this, then I say tell them, okay, I do it private because I want to keep it private.
I eventually am going to ask you about that. I'm going to ask you about that.
I'm going to tell you later offline because otherwise people are going to hassle him, and he has his own way, he has his own thing, and he does it. Yeah. But that's beautiful. Yeah, that's you. And I think he lost the idea also because he really inspired me with certain ideas he had. So
these are the people that we need. These are the people that we need leading the whole thing, not selfish, not greedy, just trying to grow the whole thing, make something better for the future, make something better for everybody at the same time. And whatever has to come will appear. I mean, the money and stuff like that, it'll come, it'll show up. I mean, especially with incredibly good ideas like those. I mean, come on. It even gives me, it feels good, man. It feels good.
That's most important stuff. It has to be good and it has to feel good, and like you stated, it's time to reunite, go back to the basics. What can we do? Because at the end of the day, we're so small as a country, and we have. I know that the purple belts are really looking for like good training once a month, twice a month. Listen, if you go for a place you need to rent, pay €5 or €10 to pay the rent for them. Okay, that's fine too. You know what I mean? Because some people they don't have the privilege, or like they need to rent, or whatever happens. We can sort it out, but that getting people together, get them trained together, we will go really well.
Yeah,
it works.
Oh,
it works.
It absolutely does.
It
absolutely does. I mean, there's no more space for internal or small bickering between two clubs. I mean, I mean, come on. If one day you win, the day you lose, and that's a. I mean, this is. I did not think that the conversation will go into this direction. I prepared.
Okay, no, it's good.
And it went in an even better direction than I hoped.
It was better.
It was amazing.
That's good to hear.
I was going like, we have a lot more to talk about, man. And I want to know. And so let me see if I can, because I'm trying to keep this big. If I had the chance, I'll talk to you for the next couple of 3 hours. But it's beautiful weather outside.
Yeah.
I know that people will get tired watching too long.
Yeah.
So I'll try to keep it within an hour or something.
We have different topics. We can go back in a few weeks or a few months. No problem. All's fine.
Definitely. I'm definitely. As soon as anything opens here, as soon as you say I'm giving classes again, I'm at your door going. No, I'm back.
I'm gonna be. I'm planning to do classes. I'm busy with my own location, sort of.
Yeah.
But I wanted to start it last year, but I couldn't go through. I had two friends which really helped me, which I didn't expect, and I came 5,000 short on. I couldn't go to crowdfunding at that time, but the time was limited. Time and space were limited, so I had to let it go on $5,000. Was open to the small place with not much rent, but I want to make really nice mats outside. I want to teach 2 days, and want other people that teach in the place too. So that was my idea at that time. The place is going to be open in September, so I'm maybe going to focus on that part again. But I'm not going to teach the whole week on one place anymore in my life. So my mind is already there. I want to be 1 day in Amsterdam, 1 day Rotterdam, 1 day in Utrecht, and 1 day. It's better.
Different groups.
It's better, and then
start visiting
people,
each other, seeing each other.
Yeah, because then I'm happy if other people teach in my place because they give it different energy and different level. And that's if people want to go, they go anyway. So I dropped it in the past. I really had that I called it in English, verlatingsangst.
Abandonment.
I really had issue with abandonment. So if you have a gym, if you issue with abandonment, it's not good. It's not a good thing. I can tell you. I really had an issue with that one. But now it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. I think it's okay. And so I really appreciate what's happening now with me and around me and the group we have around me. It's really nice, and then like we really are going for like an open source community, which is good. And if you have that's I think that's the future of our sport, and also with if you're stuck in one place and the place doesn't go really well, you will lose everything. If you have 5 places, you can build 5 different communities, vibes, and that's going to be really contagious.
It's automatically a bigger and stronger community at the end of the day. It's bigger and stronger. I mean, you can't. I see it as a body. I mean, you can't have a body with only hands. You can't have a body with only feet. You need a body with every single part, and everybody is important in that sense. Man,
same thing. I told to Mike, I like Mike. I teach there for like a few years. Mike's gym. Mike's gym. He's Mike's gym. He's in Oostzaan at the north.
Mike.
So I teach his place. Why don't you open like 4 small gyms? One in the south, one in the west, one in the east, one in the. One side like in one side he creates the monsters for competition, and the one in Zuid, people have the money, they want to have a class with you, they want to train with Myrtle, they want to train with me, they want to pay for it. So I have done one gym, and altogether you're not depending anymore. And people, and instead of having one gym, one place where you can serve 1,000 people, you have 4 places where you can serve 1,000 people each place. So money-wise, it's also smarter.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
The rent will be the same, and your days will be different because you're not stuck in one place. Sometimes you go one place, your energy will get sucked away.
That's true.
For whatever reason. So if you have different places, it's fine. It's one day and it's fine, and you go to the next day. So that's my plans for the future.
Man, they're amazing plans. They're amazing plans. You know what we should do too? We should start watching some fights together.
We have to watch some
comment
fights.
On the next UFC that's coming up there. We should get together and watch it. I already asked.
I think we should we should do a live feed like you can do in the US sometimes. Because the commentary now in the UFC and all of this is not that great anymore, in my opinion. And I think if you put 10 beers down and put a live screen and people can watch it home, and we give our commentary from kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, MMA side with 3 fights.
That would be amazing. That would be nice. We need
the actual.
We need actual people, like actual fighters coming together and talking freely, not doing like, oh, you can't say that. No. Get the beers there, sit down, have some food around, let's watch the fight like it's supposed to happen.
People have like an audio stream next to the live stream. That would be, I think, would be really, really would be fun.
I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna set it up. We're gonna have a big group together. We're gonna watch everybody, and we're gonna start commentating.
Invite some people and get some camera. Yeah, it will be fun.
Oh, I'm gonna get some microphones. I'm gonna get some more microphones.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's gonna be fun because then we people. If you invite like a wrestler, you will disagree with me on 1,000 points, which I disagree. But it's great because he sees his wrestling kind of window, and people don't. If I give commentary, I try to be open, but still, it's me. And a kickboxer will see different things. You will totally disagree with me, like certain positions, certain stance. So the debates we're gonna have, it's gonna be awesome.
That's fun.
People will learn. People will say, "What the? Okay."
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see this all happen. Let's start it. Professor, thank you so much. This has been amazing. We've been at it for an hour, and there is at least another 20 hours of conversation in me with you. It was such a, like Bernardo Faria said, it's such a good honor and a great honor to have you, my friend, and so you legend.
We're gonna be the Bernardo from the live streaming. We got to be him.
Let's do it.
That's good. That's like him. That's going to be perfect because people. It's amazing what he does. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah, no, he's a great guy. Come on.
He's the reason why I don't do technique videos.
Because he's done it all.
And when it's not there, he's going to invite him. So it's perfect. So
he's reaching out. He did one with Anderson Silva now. That man is amazing. He's creating a library for us. He's creating a library for us.
That's good.
That's amazing, amazing mentality, amazing idea. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Yeah. I'm gonna end this for this time.
Okay, perfect.
I thank you so much. It was amazing.
Likewise, it was great.
It was great. And guys, if you don't know who Remco Pardoel is, shame on you. Go stand in the corner. I mean, if you don't know, you're stupid. That's it. Never call anybody stupid, but if you don't know Remco, you're a Dutch fighter, and you're a fighter overall, you're stupid. Go back and watch the videos, read the books, look him up.
Awesome.
And there's a lot of wisdom in one day. There was a lot of wisdom in one day. Likewise. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And see you.
Have a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, share. Go find who Remco is. Like him too. There we go.
Let me end
this.